on Riposte.
Yeah, TWA's still in the green. What do we got?
TWA bringing with them British in the Lucian. We've seen that build already. Striver in the Grozovoy. We also saw that build already. Vile in the Smoke Yu Yang. Saw that one. Kaitis now in a Wushta with a unique upgrade. So he gets the extra charge of consumables, and they also reload quicker on top of the other utility choices. So that's a very utility build. Wushta. Kitty Mod is in a Nevsky. Just the gun stuff. Point is in the Goliath with Outnumbered and Reload and Marcelo Pello in the same Janon we saw earlier. What do we got to the south, Mr. Raptor?
In the red, Rain bringing a triple destroyer lineup of their own. We're looking at Antaro's Holland here, unique upgrade. We just saw him. Worldspawn's Z42 gun reload, as you would expect on such a gun-heavy destroyer. And Kim's Yamagiri, a torpedo build Yamagiri here, with Swift and Silence, or Brisk, or whatever they call that skill in the Destroyer tree, RPF,
Swift
Concealment, and all the torpedo reload. Backed up by, we've got Lucar's Edgar, outnumbered on that particular Edgar. Dastard's back in his incomparable. And Gangbarang in his Goliath. Looks fairly familiar. Also running outnumbered, kind of hedging the bets there. And last but not least, Artorias in a Janon, same build as we saw in the preceding game.
Very interesting to see a Yamagiri. We've only caught a Yamagiri once before. Also worthy of note, 2 super ships on Team Rain, 0 super ships on Team TWA.
I'm trying to kind of pick out how I think these deployments are going, but what I think is actually going to happen... The Nevsky and Yang are going to move out here. The Janon's going to stay close. The Lucian's going to push A. These guys, the Wooster actually is probably going to set up right where he's at. I'm betting the Goliath swings out here while the Grozovoy tries to back in. Something like this is the way I think it's setting up for TWA. That's kind of how I'm reading this.
Yeah, I'm looking at the same thing. We've seen this before. Lucian is going to try to dive into A and grab it if he can. And you can see the Goliath is going to go off to the flank and just kite away as the Grozovoy grabs the C cap, and Wooster's in position to just keep radaring like crazy because he's got the unique upgrade and that sort of deal. From Rain's perspective, we're going to see the Yamagiri and Edgar work their way out to the flanks together, backed up by the Incomparable. So they're going to try to just smash whatever they come across. For right now, that's just the Goliath, maybe the Grozovoy. Very aggressive early maneuvering by the Holland. He's trying to get out and essentially get ahead of the Nevsky Yu Yang Death Snail that we were talking about TWA putting together. And they've got their Goliath of their own to start kiting away as necessary.
Early cap points sticking to TWA. Shriver sticks his stern into C, flips it, backs out. The Kaistis' Wusta position is very strong. They've got very solid radar coverage on B and C, but they don't have nearly that coverage on A. They're relying on the Lucian's Hydro at A to pull that off right now.
Yep. So the Kaistis does have the ability to radar. There it goes.
There it is.
A little bit. One of the things I like to do in random battles and ranked is you let somebody in the cap for longer. It entices them to stay, psychologically speaking. Now, Worldspawn's not going to fall for that. But in random battles, people fall for that all the time. And you can absolutely do dirty things to destroyers just waiting for them to get 75% through and then saying, nah, you're going to die now.
Well, they've pushed Worldspawn off the cap. Holland on the 2 line. Yamagiri on the 9 line. All the board control going to TWA here early, taking up 2 caps, 7 minutes on the timer. Rain's going to need to start bagging some kills or something. It's awkward.
Yep. Gangrang starting to get some early hits in from Kinemod. He hadn't quite managed to make his turnout yet, so he took some AP. That hurts. Knowing that TWA is probably going to put the Wushta where they thought they would, and then, of course, the radar confirming it, basically says there's a big circle of nope, and I'm holding down the Alt key so you all can see that red circle of nope because it's on cooldown. But basically, good luck getting anywhere within this range. And with Riposte being such a small map, that forces Rain to focus more on the flanks.
Well, I like
for now.
I like Worldspawn's play. He abandoned B, knowing the radar's in cooldown. He's going to go to C. and flip that, because he's got more help at sea if they decide they want to push. Plus, he denies those points to Rain. To TWA. So I like the play a lot.
Speaking of help, we've got the Edgar Lucar now being smoked up by Kimmy and Invitational, but Radar banging away, trying to hit Striver's Grozovoy. So far, nope, they've changed to the Worcester now. As look at Marcelo Pello and Kaiser's Worcester just, yeah, we'll take this.
The Worcester is a far, far bigger threat to their game than anything else. So if they can kill the Worcester, now's the time. They brought the Lucian in.
Super heal.
They brought the Lucian into mid. That's British. He's going to come in and grab B. I don't think they can stop it now.
No. Kim, though, got detected in the Yamagiri, and we're about to see a dead super ship, I think.
Did he fire his guns?
Focus fire.
Did he have his gun?
I think he got too close to Striver. Striver stopped, and
he's
Striver's
dark right now.
Yes. Yeah, Striver stopped and is reversing with engine boost on in his Grozovoy.
So
Kim Chaewon he brake checked Kim.
Yeah, they're just fishing for Kim now because he does have a spotting advantage. Not much of one. Fired. They get the fire. Nope. Kim on 874 hit points.
Edgar takes a deep water torp on the bow. That hurts. Worcester Raider up. Isn't going to find what he's looking for.
Probably not. He's going to catch a glimpse of World Spawn. They're going to be able to see Dastard moving towards the middle of the board. None of this should surprise them over much. It's a 200-point lead and ticking for TWA, but they're bleeding health here.
I'm a little surprised to see Dastard moving this way into the middle. It's a little early in the game to be moving mid right now because, I mean, well, you can see what's going to happen already in a few seconds. I understand they're trying to get Kaisis's Worcester out. So with him there, Kaisis can't pull forward or back up whatever to dodge, but Lucar's been forced back a lot already. I just don't see Lucar having a chance to really have an impact on the Worcester.
Incomparable salvo going in on the Lucian. Nothing doing. But now with Kaisis forced back, the incomparable Hydro has him locked up. The Edgar shells begin to fall in again. Edgar getting taken under fire. He's looking rough.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting at. It's just by the time Dastard's in position to really threaten Kaisis, the reason he's there, which is to help Lucar get shots, it doesn't matter because Lucar's going to go down.
Lucar's going out right here. Going to burn out. First blood going to TWA here, extending their lead to over 300 points. As Dastard camped in the middle of the board with Kaisis on less than 1,400 AP or HP and nobody on Rain able to do anything about it.
That's right, exactly. And that's my point, right? That the whole idea is to back him up so that Rain can execute a kill with the other ship. But that other ship is gone now, thanks to Striver's brake check earlier and the murderous focus fire of what, 4 TWA ships at once?
Yeah.
So Dastard's going to come in with the B cap at least, and that's going to get them the points. Arturius' Janan, I'm curious why he moved back the way he did, because he actually had shots raining down on the Worcester from long range. Dastard's going to say, you know what, I want this kill. He's going to block all his teammates' torpedoes. Ooh, 2 big kills.
Incomparable
2 big kills.
He torpedoed the Lucian. 3 big kills.
Big kills.
Goodness gracious. The Yamagiri grabs the Grozovoy. That was unexpected. Dastard punches.
Sure that's exactly what the Rose is saying too.
Yeah. Dastard punches the Worcester in the face and torpedoes the Lucian. Wow. Just like that, Rain up 2 ships.
Yeah, that might change, though. If you look at Gang Barang on the one line, forced to run. He's out of heals completely, and he's burning in 2 places, it looks like. There's the DCP. Another kill by Dastard, this time the Janan.
Punches the Janan out, Incomparable making its presence felt here in Game 2 after I won't call it a lackluster Game 1, but certainly not this impactful.
You know what's hilarious, Raptor? You and I have been casting this so much. I thought of that word as soon as you said a something. Like I thought lackluster too. And you're right. It's not a completely accurate statement.
No,
But this
it's
battle, Rain feels very different than
it's
what we saw in game
it
one.
calling Dastard's game one lackluster is unfair because he
Hmm.
did exactly what he was tasked to do. He charged up the 8 line, he murdered the cruiser, and then he got back into the fight. You know, so
Hmm.
that's not fair to him. But this game is exceptional. Like he's on fire right now.
And what I love is I'm seeing the chat from 5 minutes ago. They're saying, "Where's Rain's ability to cap?" Well, hold
Well,
on.
points going down right here to Janan torpedoes.
Oof. Brilliant torpedoes from Arturius.
They do bag the the Goliath way down in H1, but it feels like it's going to come too late. TWA down to their last 2 ships, and Rain owns the entire board.
So now the question is, there's the Uno reverse. Where is TWA's cap ability? What a change in just a few short minutes, Raptor.
If you bring the right battleship and put it in the right place, clearly good things can happen. We kind of questioned the move to mid from Dastard, but damned if it didn't work out, Zath.
Oh, it worked out beautifully. And you see the glory that is just luck chucking torpedoes with Rain coming up, aces on 2 luck chuck torpedoes, right?
Yep.
Dastard's going towards the
Lucian.
Lucian, and of course the Amagiri, that's Kim Chae-won, with a very, very lucky torpedo salvo on the Grozovoy.
Well,
Who, mind you, I love that brake check that World Spawn did. That was awesome.
calling it luck is a little unfair, isn't it? Because he's running radio location. So
Informed luck chucks.
there we go. Informed luck chuck. He's running radio location on a super ship with torpedo reload booster, right? So he's able to vomit out that veritable wall of skill, as we like to say, and make some of his own luck, for example. World Spawn putting up his radar as Vile basically says, you don't need to. I'm just going to let you know where I am, opening fire on Dastard's Incomparable.
Yeah.
Dastard with AP in the barrel. Probably won't make that mistake for the second time. Game ends in 40 seconds anyway. Vile's just driving to the mid. He knows this is over. We just got to end it.
Turning broadside here.
He's just going to drive into them. Yeah. Get it over as quickly as possible. Wipe it up. Get on to game 3 as Rain takes game 2.
Yeah. Giants in the playground, Raptor.
Unquestionably the MVP here of game 2, though, Dastard's Incomparable.
I mean, hard to argue against 3 kills. But yeah, doing a fantastic job, just murderizing TWA. I don't think they're going to make the same mistake of letting Dastard play his game again.